Background on INCOSE technical working groups, starting from base?
Oh, I know about INCOSE and but I'm just not up to date on what the technical groups are.
So the key on the technical working groups is they're very organic. They start around a statement of needs. So INCOSE certainly has its strategies and certainly has its objectives, but most of these 50 or so working groups form because you've got a core group of people who come together either around a standing topic like requirements or a new topic, digital archives working group, and say, we're interested in moving this forward. So it's very organic, it's very volunteer. They then try to come together within the technical operations framework. But technical operations framework really just gives them structure and infrastructure instead of working groups to really themselves. And so the way they work is a combination. They leverage ASEW, an event like this, for example, participants. They leverage the international workshop, they leverage the international symposium. But you recognize from a worldwide group, you can only get together so often. So most of those programs across the course of the year. Sometimes you may have a group that is centered in one geography. Most times you have groups that really span the world, and they figure out how do we either partition our work, how do we work collaboratively across the bounds and so on. So these working groups
It sounds very much like ASEW, CCIR, and CCIWT. Working groups. Technical groups. It sounds like it's a very
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. Okay.
It sounds like
it sounds like it. Okay. And so one of the things that's nice here in the last ASEW is what, 4, 5, 6 years old, is using this event and, as Brad alluded earlier, the way it feeds into the international workshop. Some of the best working groups that I've been involved with actually spawned out of Australia, very nice conceptual design working group. We talked about that. It absolutely does.
Can I just interrupt?
Sure, sorry, no, nice to meet you.
Greg Salter is one of our board directors of Australia. And he's with Fraser Nash.
That's right, so I'm very familiar with CC and Quack does.
Yes, I know Quack very well.
Yeah, so Quack works. Yeah, Quack's great. So we're actually very active supporters of systems engineering at CISA.
Yes.
And I chair the technical side of CISA's part of the engineering council.
Bill was at our recent meeting.
So technical societies it's great to be able to get along to the workshop. So I'm here in Fraser Nash capacity. I didn't mean to come in, sort of come into work. Really pleased you came.
So I was just hearing about the structure of
So some of them have grown here in Australia and they've gone international and engaged. So, Bill, where do we go from here?
Yeah, well, what we're trying to do is, you know all the transportation work that's going on. It's quite interesting to hear Lockheed Martin coming in doing the system engineering work.
Isn't that fantastic?
It is fantastic.
Isn't that fantastic?
And that's really good to say, okay.
Having worked in rail, I know step change in that.
Yeah, and of course, with multinationals is a pretty interesting thing in Australia. Parents as part of the board advisory.
Right.
And CISA are trying to do is how we engage corporate users of now we've got to work out globally how the local markets how we engage them locally around this, but be aware that some of the technologies and techniques are probably so there's boundaries and we've got to understand that's really the thing I want to get there's other elements where CISA interacts with other advertising work interest groups like empowering learning is systematic. Both and so we've started getting our female leaders engaged with that. So that's one example. So many other, and of course, on the EA dimension, it's got a two-year and CA.
That's right.
INCOSE, as you know. And so how we then engage with some of the EA forums in the similar talk, young engineers and women in engineering. And we tend to be a bit national at the moment. One of my intentions is to get the state branch representatives more involved at the state level, because EA is very strong in that area. And there's a lot of Texas artists.
I was just going to say, I mean, as I pointed, we've got that systems engineering course that's involved in transport. You know, there's more opportunity to do similar, you know, across the and in fact, Alex Marvell, you know, message to systems. Want to work with you closely to.
Yeah, I'm going to follow up on that. Then, of course, we've got the certification on the chartering dimension, and going from CSEP to charter, CPU, SE, Chartered Australian System Engineer, is something that's going to help us, I think, identify the value of having a chartered engineer, chartered systems engineer. I think there's still a bit of discovery there.
Yeah, I've actually worked with some of them before. More personal interest was a company, the question of should our systems engineers be certified? Yes. But they should also be chartered. So the question is, well, what's the interface between the two, and in terms of career progression, where do they fit within one another? And I think that is career answer. Although it's not well articulated, I think there is a career answer. For those professionals who see themselves moving down to systems engineering as their primary sort of skill set.
And it's expanding group of interests, and certainly for companies.
And do you let go your ITEE? Do you let go your mechanical?
I was just going to say, one of the tools that we have in EEA Education Australia is we can build building blocks towards and that's what we're doing. So the course that we just started, you know, what was run last week, this week in Melbourne, is one of those blocks, so people can piece together two charters. So similarly, that might be the mechanism to collate the two.
You have an exam system, yeah, so slightly different. But having said that, in terms of developing those core competencies and experience leading up to that certification process, it's still absolutely correct. In that, when you develop people, it's a combination of on-the-job experience plus this form and particularly in the certification process, form of qualification experience. Because we have a lot of people involved in the life cycle, but they're not all necessarily always called systems engineers, which is what they're seeking. But
I understand, it's absolutely true.
Some of them are seen as sorts of safety professionals, some are described as sort of assurance, and they're all part of the life cycle. But in terms of their professional identification, some, particularly those involved in very front-up systems. Clearly, systems engineers, requirements, all that sort of stuff. Breaking that order and driving that life cycle. And yet there are all these other professionals who are part of the systems engineering process and need those competencies and understand it. But they're probably identified with a broader body of knowledge.
I agree with you. There are so many people now whose systems is a part of what they do, but they will never affiliate. And that's okay, so the building blocks works well there. And as you called out in your opening remarks, the lines between, or having hard silos between types of engineers will not work if we're going to solve complex problems. So again, I think that building block approach and figuring out how we connect better across the practices, across the professions is key for any practitioner now, particularly a young practitioner, early career.
And the approach that we're heading down in Engineers Australia is to build sort of an online portfolio of, you know, evidence of your competencies and your capabilities, and you know, so it's something that you can, you know, it's your jigsaw puzzle that you can put together towards a whole lot of uses, prudential, you know, demonstrating competence in the workplace, whatever. And I think that will help people see pathways as well.
I like that phrase. I like that.
And I think the certification for those people who see themselves as systems engineering career paths,
yes,
and I think that's going to be a growing group, then the certification is an important part of it. But Engineers Australia provides some of that on a broader, sort of longer term sort of, you know, development. Systems engineers tend to.
There's a big overlap.
There's a big overlap. That's right. And they don't just. A lot of systems engineers don't just sit within that technical stream their entire career. They that's their core, but they also develop certain other sort of technical systems exposures. Some of them move more towards assurance, some move more towards some industry experience, or it might be you know, a particular part of that sort of life cycle, which has broader skill sets, which fall very much within the remit of engineers. Right. So there's a clear synergy. Yes.
And I think the other thing too, increasingly engineers are moving in and out of companies and workplaces, and even with, you know, some of the younger people, you know, they will class themselves as engineers, so they just work on, you know, and they're doing different
Business and
yes.
So not only does it have to encompass a lot of, you know, practice, but it has to encompass a lot of time frames. You've got to sort of think of it a little bit different. I mean, it's, you know, people will always go into the engineering.
They form and then they kind of.
I was just going to say, how do they collapse, or do they just grow?
No, they do. In some cases, they go stagnant and nobody notices. In some cases, they go ahead and declare, actually, we've met our milestone. We've done what we think is important now. We don't see another step forward, and they go ahead and close out. Yeah. But and then some of them, like, you know, requirements will go on as long as they're seen. People like the
But we've all been on those sorts of groups where we say, oh, just 6 months.
We're great at setting working groups up. We are shocking at retiring them, yes, and then moving the resources to, you know, that's right.
all right. Now I promised to get Trish away by 10, and I don't know whether you want a coffee before you go.
This is all the 50.
This is the 50, and each one of these gives you a sense of what they're about, their charter, what they've done to date. This was published at the IW last year, or this year. So what did they accomplish in those 4 days? And what's their plan forward? And they use this in what they call the bazaar at the end of the event to highlight what's been accomplished, and then inspire people who may have been in other streams and may be able to participate and say, maybe I want to get involved offline.
By the way, Bill.
So you see a mix of technical topics and some that are domain centric.
Well, you know, and we see this too, as we look at all these, you know, there's a lot of other disciplines and groups that, you know, are working on some of this stuff.
I'm a big believer that a systems engineer in isolation brings limited value. That a systems engineer in concert with the other subject matter experts is what you need. And therefore I believe that whether it's CSEP or INCOSE, there is more value if we're able to connect across the community, because INCOSE only knows a small bit about civil. So some of the other things.
So is this essentially a summary of both your terms of reference and your deliverables? Because I think this sort of defines it quite well. So when this is established, you've got your charter, but I presume you've got the key outcomes and what you're planning on doing to achieve those
Yes.
as part of your establishments. That's very important. Sometimes they can be established with a purpose but not a clear,
That's right.
There's a lot of the timelines.
That's right, and you can watch a working group go through stages of maturity, because oftentimes they'll only start over here, and we allow them to form and figure themselves out, and then they slowly kind of populate and work things off their list.
So, if I'm sitting in another technical society, which is Australia or another group somewhere else, how do I intercept the outcome? So it's published through
These are
websites, or do you bring people from other?
The answer is yes and yes. So when we actually get to a published outcome, which is more difficult because you've got to get through an approval cycle, but when it comes through a published outcome, then it's published on the INCOSE website, and in general it's actually open for anybody, even outside the INCOSE community. In the working phases, while these are primarily INCOSE members, the working groups have mechanisms to draw in non-INCOSE members. And so that's one of the things that I think we could work with Bill to say, how do we expose some of these topics that may be of particular interest in Australia? And how do we build those bridges? Because again, systems is done by many people who don't affiliate with the term systems engineering. So why live in a silo? We shouldn't. And I think we can help build those bridges to other societies within CISA. Sorry, not CISA, EA. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Trish, thanks so much. Thanks for coming and opening this for us.